that narrative, the fact that I was like, oh, you didn't have enough time to work on your outfit because you were helping other people, untrue.
Hey guys, it's Travis Cronin, Entertainment Director at Us Weekly Magazine, and you are watching Drag Us Weekly, the show where we drag the truths, the wishes, the wants, the fears out of your favorite drag queens. And today we are joined by the legendary queen herself, Pangina Heels. Sawadika. Welcome to the show.
Sawadika. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to
Oh,
be here.
um, Pangina, you made Thailand so proud with your talents. All of your shows, I feel, represented Thai drag so well. It's my favorite franchise. How did you feel that you represented the Thailand drag scene to the world?
Well, it was like a big pressure because I was coming from being a host and a judge and going into it as a competitor. And on top of that, I was the first Thai representative. So there is a lot of pressure, but I felt like my run on the show was pretty good because I've won two repeater badges, and I don't think that I tripped until, Snatch Game, and I'll own up to it. But at the end, the amount of love and support that people have been sending. I mean, literally, yesterday I had a show and they gave me a Pikachu, which is like adorable, and a Pokemon card that says I eliminated all of Canada. So, I mean, this is like the best thing that I could ever had. Was just like, I did not get the crown, but I feel like a queen.
You sure should. You are and showed that you are. How did you feel you were better suited being a judge on a show, and how were you were worse suited because you've never been in the back of the workroom? What sort of advantages and disadvantages you have day one?
I mean, disadvantage is that I did not know that we're filming because I think that that's one of the good reasons as well is because I didn't have that experience. So everything that I did, I felt was the genuine reaction, and it was like fresh.
Right.
Because a lot of the times you have this mentality that it's a TV show, there's certain things you want to say, and you kind of have to be a character. But for me, I felt like I wasn't a character, I was just being me.
Mhm.
So I think in that respect, that might have been a disadvantage, but also an
Yeah.
advantage.
And how did you feel the queens were receptive of you going in there? It looks like they loved you. You all got along. Were you
Yeah.
nervous about going in as the only queen from Thailand? And how did you feel when you got there?
I don't think all the girls knew who I really was, which is fine, but it's because I haven't competed again. So I'm not going to hold it against them. But I'm sure, like, I think the only people who knew Drag Race Thailand was
Blue.
Cheryl and Blue
Hmm.
and Baga, maybe. But then, yeah, I think they were so sweet. They were so friendly to me right off the bat. So it was a great experience, honestly. But yeah.
Well, they should be watching Drag Race Thailand. It is my favorite. It's a crime to not watch it. It is so good. What messages have you received from P Art and a lot of the other contestants? How was the reception from your drag queen sisters from the franchise,
Yeah.
after your run?
They've been so supportive, and all the girls that's been watching, like Jaja, she's just like crying. And Anjali came to send me to the airport. Like we were really close. But like Art, me and Art, there's no other human being in the world that I love more than Art. And the videos that she's been sending, she's like, "Bitch, you're eliminated. Fuck you. You're ugly. Your makeup looks like Pikachu." And I think I love that. It's because for someone who loves me so much to make fun of me in this situation, it takes the power away from someone who, might have a malicious intent or doesn't care for me. And I'm just like, yes, if this is someone who loves and makes fun of probably one of a very traumatic experience, I think it makes light out of it. And so if she's okay with it, I'm okay with it. So at the end of the day, I'm at peace with it. And I wish I could have shown more, but there's nothing, there's no regrets at all.
Good, good. And let's talk. Usually, your snatch is golden and beautiful and platinum bright, but the snatch game, you've done Mariah a lot. Everyone who
Hmm.
knows you know you do a mean Mariah. What do you
Hmm.
think you could have done to be more prepared? What didn't you know about being Mariah in the snatch game that you know now?
There is nothing that I don't know about Mariah. So the fact that I tripped, I would say, in Mariah was the fact that I was too concentrated on being Mariah and wasn't
Mm.
being in the moment and being as funny as I could. But it is hard because there is a frame box that if I do too much, then I would not be Mariah whatsoever. And so I think I can learn something from Juju with the fact that she didn't give a shit if she looked like Cher. And she excelled at that. And it was making a parody of a parody. So next time I wouldn't care so much about looking like Mariah, but just to be funny, you know?
Just to be funny, you do
Yeah.
know her. You actually do know her. You don't have to say you don't know her.
Obviously, darling.
And I know you love Blue. Tell me
Mm,
about the emotion when Blue picked your lipstick. You love her. You clearly had an emotional moment on stage because you wanted to be there for your country. Tell me a little bit
yeah.
about what was going through your mind and how you feel now.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I feel the same way with Blue the 2 days after the elimination as I do now. Like, not angry at her. Why should I be angry? It's a competition. She's allowed to send anyone home. Plus, if you get into the position of being able to send someone home, why would you have anger or confusion or any kind of type of way to feel towards those people? They've earned their right to eliminate someone. They have to do it. There's Everyone is an all-star in this competition. So every single elimination feels like a stab to the heart. So all your favorites are gonna go. Every elimination feels like an early elimination, but it's also because we have only a certain amount of episodes. So that's why it's so impactful and people just get really upset over it. And I get it. So me and Blue are fine. Like, I'm sending her love all the time. I make sure that she's okay because I know it's not easy. Um, but I do love Blue so much. She's the shadiest person ever, and she can take
Yes.
it.
She
She can
sure
take it.
is the shadiest and the filthiest, and we love her for it.
Yes. Dirty, dirty whore.
She is absolutely a dirty whore. What watching it back, I loved your talent was so amazing. What were your favorite moments watching back that you were really proud of yourself?
Um, there's so many because I felt like I was giving it 100% every single time. Um, I would say I was really proud of the sewing challenge for some reason because I've never made an outfit before, and then I don't think it was shown online. I mean, on film either. But I helped Cheryl with her outfit as well. I helped Baga, and then with my outfit, I was just like, the reason that I wasn't upset that it would because I thought it was finished. So when Rue clocked me and Michelle clocked me on that, I was like, okay, I have to own up to it because literally after I was done with that outfit, then I help other people. So that narrative, the fact that I was like, oh, you didn't have enough time to work on your outfit because you were helping other people, untrue.
And how was it meeting Rue and Michelle? Was this your first time meeting them? And how was that for you?
Um, it feels like the first time meeting them because I've met them only at DragCon before.
Okay.
But to be able to be judged by them, to be able to walk down the runway and for them to look at me and give their critiques and feel what I was putting out was just unreal and surreal and just that feeling when you walk down the runway for the first time of watching the show for so many years. It was just there's no money that can buy that feeling. Mm-mm.
And do you think you're going to judge differently now that you're a contestant? Are you going to be harsher? Are you going to be more empathetic? How is this going to change your judging on Drag Race Thailand?
I feel like the empathy side of it definitely, but I can separate things. Like I feel like my judging criteria would not have been altered in any way because literally how I was sending girls home was the same way I was judging on Drag Race Thailand as well.
Fair enough. And I know you are starting your world tour. Thank goodness you have
Mm-hmm.
not been to the States enough. We can't wait to see you. Tell everyone out there how they can support you, buy your merch, and what tour stops you got coming up.
Oh my God. I have like I think in total almost 20 spots. So it's on my Instagram, Pangina Heels. Go check it out. I have tours all over America and also a UK tour coming up as well. But also you can support me via I have Twitter and obviously PayPal.
Yes. Send a bitch a tip.
Yeah, I don't mind the tip, or the whole thing is fine as well.
Great. Pay the queen. Well, Pangina, I am such a huge fan of everything you do.
Thank
You
you.
are
Thank you,
so
Travis.
amazing. And Kupon Ka, thank you for being
Kapun
here.
ka.
Kapon Ka, thank you for being on the show. And I can't wait to see what you do next. You're incredible.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.